You know, I like to read funny books, and sometimes I read books that are really hard to read and they take lots of practice. So along with the BFG and the witches, I have another book that I want to read to you today. Usually when I read this, I wish I was reading it to you in the classroom, because usually I dress up for this one. I want you to imagine me in bib overalls and barefooted, a cap on my head, looking pretty country. And this is a book called Airmail to the Moon. It's written by Tom Birdseye. And like I said, it's taken me lots of practice to read this book, so I hope you enjoy it. This is Airmail to the Moon by Tom Birdseye. My name is Airmail Cotton of Crabapple Orchard, and last night somebody stole my tooth. I've been down to the creek catching crawdads when it started tingling, kind of like when you missed your toast and peanut butter and bit your teeth really hard instead. That was 3 weeks ago. I was popcorning and panic excited for sure that tooth was going to fall out any second. But my dad-all, that's what I call my daddy, he always says not to milk a cow when she's asleep, which is crabapple orchard talk for not blabbing to everybody about something before you're sure what you're blabbing about. So, I didn't tell a soul. Then last Monday, while fetching the mail up the county road, I stuck my tongue out that pesky old neighbor Marietta Bean, and I gave her a big old raspberry like this. The vibration from my tongue flapping against my tooth popped that chopper of mine as loose as a goose on ice skates. So I told the world about my first tooth coming out, whether they wanted to hear it or not. On Thursday, that tooth was so wobbly it was just hanging there by one root and a flap of skin. I could push it all the way up between my lips with my tongue and help Mama slop the holes at the same time. Oreo, my mama said to me. Oreo's my nickname, just like the sweet cookie that I am. Don't you flop that tooth out when you're working. It reminds me of the old cousin Cyrus before he got his braces. So I kept my tooth inside my mouth, worrying about it, mad with my tongue. Then Friday, right after my brother Bodine and my little sister Kelsey got in a fight at the dinner table on whether Arlene Peterson's pigs really kneel and pray before they eat, that loose tooth of mine fell out right out of my mouth, plop, and landed smack in the middle of my spaghetti. Mama said to be sure and put that tooth under my pillow. That way the tooth fairy could come and get it and give me some money. Money, shoot howdy! Mama didn't say how much, but I figured it had to be at least $1,000 or maybe even $100. So I was so excited I hurried to my bed as quick as a dropped cat so I could dream about all the things I was going to buy. But like I said, somebody stole my tooth, so I guess I dreamed all night for nothing. First thing that morning, I discovered the crime. I ran lickety-split to find my mama. She was in the root cellar, up to her elbows in rutabagas. Mama! I exploded. Is the tooth fairy a crook like old Hester Jenkins that stole the parking meter out from in front of the county courthouse? Mama jumped back. Her eyes were as big as sausages. Why, no, Oreo. That tooth fairy's as honest as the flowers in the spring. That's what I thought, I fumed. Well then somebody's besides the tooth fairy stole my tooth. Somebody so crooked they have to screw their socks on every morning. And when I catch them, I'm going to open up a can of gotcha and I'm going to send them airmail to the moon. Mama looked at me real hard. Oreo, she said, I don't think anybody would steal your tooth. Maybe the tooth fairy's putting it on a string with some other teeth to make a beautiful necklace. That's what I've heard she does. She probably forgot to leave you some money and will remember tonight. That doesn't seem very likely to me. What good is a tooth fairy that forgets? Why don't you go ask your daddy, Mama suggested, seeing how upset I was. Maybe he knows something that we don't. Aha, I thought. He's a real thinker, my dad is. Why, he even sells watermelons to the grocery store. He knows might near everything. I heard Dada before I spied him. He was out in the tire swing shaving and singing at the same time, which is mighty dangerous if you ask me. Half his face was covered in shaving cream, and the half was as smooth as a baby's belly, as he likes to say. Dada, I yelled, some crook stole my tooth. When I catch him, I'm going to open up a can of gotcha and send him airmail to the moon. Dada looked at me real hard. Oreo, he said, I don't think anybody'd steal your tooth. Maybe the tooth fairy has it grinded in this big old machine. That tooth dust might come out as money. Then that tooth fairy could use it to buy some real estate, like one of them condominiums at Miami Beach. Dad all sauntered over to the back steps and sat down. He was thinking about the tooth fairy, money machines and condominiums, I figured. It was all a who'd have thought it to me. What would I do with a condominium in Miami Beach? Yeah, tooth dust, Dada said. Tooth dust, I kind of shouted, but Dada, somebody stole my tooth. Dada rubbed his chin and nodded. Why don't you go ask your brother? He usually knows more than he tells. I thought heading out to the barnyard. My brother Bodine is as ornery as a bull in a beehive. And he lost 2 teeth last week when he fell out of the hayloft. I bet he stole my tooth and glued it straight back into his mouth. I'm going to get that boy, I vowed, and when I do, I'm going to open up a can of gotcha and send him airmail to the moon. I didn't steal your tooth, Oreo, Brother Bodine said, calmly crawling out from under the corn crib. Why would I want girl teeth anyway? They don't fit boys. I hadn't thought about that. Are you sure you didn't give it to the tooth fairy? No money down? Why would I do such a thing? I demanded to know. That's just stupid. Bodine eyed the hen house. He was looking for his pet snake, Fluff. The tooth fairy saves teeth and gives them to babies, right, Oreo? Not according to Mama and Dada, she don't. Well, according to me, Bodine Cotton, she does. That's so they can chew on rocks and shoes and stuff. Bodine, you're orneries, I reminded him, talking about babies like that. Yep, he whispered as he snuck out of the hen house door. But I'm right. Where do you think Sister Kelsey Ann got her teeth when she's little? Aha, I thought maybe Bodine has a point. Kelsey Ann is as ornery as Bodine, plus 10. She had to be the one that stole my tooth. I'll get that little diddly-do, I roared. The tooth fairy? Bodine asked, sticking his head out of the chicken house, Fluff in one hand, scary hairy chicken squawking and flying everywhere. No, Kelsey Ann Cotton, I snapped, and when I do, I'm going to open up a can of gotcha and send her airmail to the moon. Kelsey Ann Cotton, I yelled at the backyard apple tree, give me my tooth, I know you stole it. Pig feathers, she said, hanging upside down from her knees on a tree limb. I'm as sweet as the roses in the snow. The tooth fairy steals teeth, not me. She makes them into doorknobs. Don't you know anything, Oreo? Not according to Mama and Dada on Bodine, she don't. You took it, I shrieked. She does too, 'cause I didn't take it, Kelsey Ann said. Does not you did. Does not I didn't. Does not you did. Kelsey Ann giggled. I bet you threw it away, Oreo. It's probably in the bottom of the garbage can, stuck up in the middle of a blob of leftover spaghetti. That's how forgetful you are. That tooth will never be a doorknob. That did it. I was so mad I was ready to scream. Nobody really knew what the tooth fairy's up to. Nobody was a bit of help. Nobody was a lop-eared rascal that stole my tooth. I was just about to pop my cork clean out of crabapple orchard. That's about how mad I was. But instead I stood there looking at my upside-down sister and I started crying. Loud and long, big tears streaming down my face, tasting like salt. I didn't want to cry. I just couldn't stop. Now we Cotton's banner, fuss, shout, squabble, and argue at one another a fair amount. But just like any self-respecting family, but if it ever comes to a Cotton bawling real tears of grief, the rest come a-running to help hey-ho howdy in a flash. Dada, Mama, Bodine, Kelsey Ann, and even my pesky little neighbor Marietta Bean were all at my side in 5-second flat. Somebody stole my tooth, I cried, crying harder than ever. And when I catch them, I'm going to open up a can of gotcha and send them airmail to the moon. And I stuck my hands deep down in my pockets, trying to look like I mean it. My name is Oreo Cotton of Crabapple Orchard. My face is hot, my toes are curling, and right now I feel like a possum up a plum tree. I'm as embarrassed as a zebra without his stripes. You see, there's this little hard thing in the bottom of my pants pocket. It's right where I left it. I wonder if the tooth fairy ever sends motor-mouthed little kids like me airmail to the moon. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. I'll see you next time.